So you've um, explored different topics and looked at uh, web links about those topics. Now you've decided on your topic, and we're using as an example about lying. And so I now need to go find some good sources to do some research on lying. And what you type in is so these up here are places you can go and get articles. Science News, of course, is a really good source. Newslia is also, and then you can always use Google or Google Scholar. But YouTube's a good source. But the bad thing or hard thing about YouTube is when we start collecting information, we're going to just copy and paste it into a slide. And in YouTube, you're going to have to type it yourself. You won't be able to copy and paste it. So don't decide to use all of YouTube. That'll really make more work for you if you do that. So I go and let's say I'm doing a Google search and I have so down here at the bottom in the notes, there's an example. And if you look at this example, you can see that I found something on scientificamerica.com, how to tell if someone is lying. Lie detector text comes under fire. Living sets up a liar's brain to lie more, using data science to tell which of these people is lying. So I have 4 sources and that I'm going to get information from. Now, if I go to the next slide, you see that we want to make sure these sources are credible. So kind of read through this with each of your, once you have your sources, look at them. Are the author or videos producers credential listed? Yes, if so, are they an expert? Was this article listed in a publication? Where did it come from? Is there bias present in the source? Would this author organization have a certain opinion or agenda? Is only one side of the topic represented on this publication missing information? Does the author use strong or emotional language or titles and or do they appear to be persuading you to think a certain way? Does the author use size and placement to show what they feel is important or unimportant? Is this source too old but to be accurate or relevant? What do you think so? Final decision, this article is credible enough to use in my project. No blogs or social media. And you don't need to really write anything on this slide. This is just kind of go through this and on your sources that you get. If you use Newslia, Science News, those are going to be credible sources. So students will now break their topic into subtopics in order to categorize and organize their information in a useful way. Students will gather information on each of the subtopics using credible sources. In order to meet these goals, we are going to complete the following learning activities: breaking a topic into sub-activities and gathering information on subtopics. So here's where you're going to break it into subtopics, and I'm trying to see if I have an example here. I do. So let's go look at the example. And I decided that these are usually the subtopics are kind of is putting information in categories, but it's kind of the thing that you Google when you Googled or search, what did you put in? Like types of lies, physical cues a person is lying, and how lying impacts people. So those are my 3 subtopics that I would have found information on. And once you have your subtopics, you can start organizing and gathering your information. That'll be our next video.